Hey everybody, Eric with Phone Scoop here. Today we're taking a quick look at the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10. The X10 is an Android handset made by Sony Ericsson. Not necessarily available through a US carrier at the moment, but it is has been made available so that if you're interested in the device you can purchase it, and it will work on AT&T's 3G network. Taking a quick spin around the hardware, you can see we've got a nice large and generously sized display on the front. And at the bottom we have just three hardware buttons: menu, home, and back keys. And these are keys that you'll see on many other Android devices. Nothing much going on the left side. On the very bottom we can see just the lanyard loop. On the right side of the device we can see a dedicated camera key as well as a volume key. And on the top we have the micro USB port, 3.5mm headset jack for stereo headphones, and a power key / lock key. This will lock the screen if you want. So hardware overall is really not bad. It's a slab style phone, and you know, has some nice lines to it, and is certainly not bad looking. I do wish it were a little bit thinner, and it is a little bit on the thick side given what it is. But in all, not a bad looking phone. And we'll fire up the screen here and show you how it looks. The unlock screen, we swipe up like this to unlock the screen, and this is the home page that you're confronted with on the Xperia. We can access the usual bunch of settings by pressing the menu key, and you can see that Sony Ericsson has basically using the same Android menus here, only they've changed the background color from black to this nice little blue. We'll go back out here, and we can get to the main menu, and the main menu has most of the same applications you're used to seeing on Android handsets. Nothing really new and exciting on here. There's a Sony Ericsson content button. You can see it's got an app, you know, apps like the dialer and email, Facebook and things are pre-installed. And here's a bunch of different things. This mocks your calendar, contacts, mail, sync, and tasks. Those were included, and those are not found on other Android devices. And we've got some Sony Ericsson syncing software, as well as this Wise Pilot application. So definitely a few different applications on this device compared to what you're going to get from Android devices on a US carrier. And it has just three home screens. Here you see actually your web browsing history. You know, you'll see all the bookmarks that you've recently visited, the websites that you like to visit the most. And over here, they've only preloaded some basic controls and the search key. Of course, all three home screens can be completely customized as the user sees fit. The big draw for the Xperia X10 are, of course, are Timescape and Mediascape, and basically these are ways to filter all of your communications with Timescape, and with Mediascape, obviously all your media. Going into media, for example, we'll load this up, and you can see it's got music, video, and photos. So it's already added some of the recent songs we've played, and if we want to go to the library, we just tap this this More button up here, and it will load in all the albums, and you can see them there. And there's a little software key down here which lets us sort through artists and through favorites and recently added and recently played, and that's neat. I kind of like the way that it filters through that instead of making you jump from page to page to page. If we go back home to the music menu, we can go into video, and here we can see a few videos that are here that I've shot recently, and just a couple test videos that are on this card. And if we go to more, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. We can search, we can go through our recently added, our recently viewed, and so on and so forth. Go back to home, and the photo application behaves in the same way. Go to photos, and it will show us all of our recent photos. Of course, we have to hit more here, and it will bring us to that secondary screen where it shows us all sorts of different artwork. And Right now, the only artwork I happen to have on this micro SD card is album covers. So you can see them there. But we have the same tool here. We can go through the... Oh, there it is. It's bringing up the camera roll now. And I guess it just took a while to load in. Recently viewed, which we don't have any of. And, you know, we can see friends, people that we've tagged, and so on and so forth. So, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad software at all. I'm sure you noticed that it's a little bit slow. The entire device is a little bit laggy. It's slow to respond to you know, to user input and touch, and takes a while to kind of react to when you touch it. Timescape is pretty much the same thing. We haven't set this up because we haven't yet found a way to display this without giving away people's email addresses and phone numbers and such. But basically what you'd see here is a big screen with a constant flow of all your communication. So recent emails, recent SMS messages, recent phone calls, and so on. So that's the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10, a multimedia-focused Android device that's available for sale in the US and will work on AT&T's 3G network, although users will have to pay full price for it as it is not a subsidized device.